Dave and Bryce on Triple J Lunch.
Oh my God. Here we are on a Friday afternoon. It is Dave Woodhead on lunch. And of course, I am joined for the last time ever on Triple J. Big Bryce Money Mills. Brother, I don't have any grabs ready or anything, but congratulations, man. What a run.
Dude, thank you. Thank you so much. Let's have some fun today. You know, we're here till 3:30. The lights are on. This is actually a little disco ball light thing that it's actually, I believe, belongs now to an ex-partner, my bad. But it's here in the Triple J studios. So
Your ex?
Yeah. Thank you for letting me borrow it. But
damn,
it's being used here today. I guess no one told you guys.
No one told Josh, the producer. Bro, Josh, you're fired.
A lot of memories on this.
You're also
on
out the door with
light.
Bryce. You're trying to have a fun last show. Remind him of old heartbreaks.
So that's the first prank. Thanks, Josh. Look, we're going crazy today. This is going to be great. But we do have business to attend to. It's a big like version with Conchetta and Luca. Last one of the year and a big guest.
Yeah, Artemis. To quote Lucy, you know, Artemis saw the opportunity last like version of the year. It's summer in Australia. What we're going to do, we're going to make him sad as hell.
Yeah.
Cover Grace, I believe by Jeff Buckley.
Yeah, gotcha. I mean, hey, if you're a fan of Jeff Buckley, what do you think? Doesn't really matter, unfortunately, because we don't play the cover on lunch.
No.
Due to Triple J ruling, we will be playing the original. The cover's up. Videos are there. Go find it on the Triple J app, Triple J website. But Artemis, I like the way you kissed me. I hoped you would do this one. I'm curious to see what it was like in the studio versus with all the, studio stuff.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Okay. In the studio this morning with Conchetta and Luca. Artemis, the original there. I like the way you kiss me. Although Dave Woodhead, the cover is what Like a Version's all about, and that's up on the Triple J website.
100%. He covers Grace. It's a tear-jerking moment, perfect for that summertime barbecue.
No doubt. And it's coming up, Look, today, last show ever here on Triple J. I'm out of here. I'm getting taken to the vet to be put down after today. So, very simple. We're going to get into it. We've got like 3.5 hours. I dare say, a bit of memory lane?
Oh, yeah. You're going to definitely go down on the archives and see what the hell's going on down there.
Interesting.
Interesting way to phrase it, I know. But also, Bryce, I have pranked you throughout the show, so there will be some pranks.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah.
I can handle that. As every prank master, I will warn you ahead of time.
Yeah.
So make sure you're still listening and everyone else out there, because we're going to prank Bryce real good.
Need a couple of big facial reactions from you later. Big prank coming up. Well, look, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, and obviously, why are you leaving, Bryce? Oh my God, why would you do something like this? It's very simple, right? We'll get more into it, but, sometimes you just got to close a door to open a window.
And people watching here on Triple J, it is Dave and Bryce Mills' final show for his life here on Triple J.
Yeah, there's been a couple of false exits, but this one is actually real. If you've been half listening to Triple J and going, didn't this MF already leave?
Yeah.
It's actually happening today.
We're changing the locks after today. But Bryce, I told you before, there are going to be some pranks. It's time for prank number one.
Show Tune Sunday.
Lucy Smith, what the hell is going on?
Hello, I'm back in the studio and I am back for the acclaimed segment Show Tune Smith. Now, Bryce, if you wanted to give the origin story of this segment, let us know for anyone who isn't across Show Tune Smith.
Show Tune Smith really was born from being in a very confined office and around the traps. We hear a lot of music here at Triple J. It's playing through the radio. And sometimes those songs lose meaning, I hate to say. You hear the same song 20 times over your lifetime, it gets to become a different beast. And so Lucy Smith, her strategy has been to keep these songs fresh and interesting and revitalized, to give them a show tune spin. We're not talking about going, I like the way you kiss me. It's, I like the way you kiss me, etc. Or maybe faster. And we ended up trying it on air because you were just doing it around the office. I was like, well, shit, do you want to do it on air and monetize it? And you know what I remember noticing about the first ever Show Tune Smith? You might think that this segment, oh, come on, guys, Lucy's not a effing puppet. Don't. And Lucy actually probably wants to do this more than us at times, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. No,
I remember the first time we did it, it was very strict. You told me I had to count you in to the exact start of the beat to the 21 Savage Drake song, because if you were to miss that, suddenly Broadway isn't calling.
No, not at all. I'm not getting the pickup. I'm not getting the call up, if you will. And really, this is just an exercise for this Show Tune Smith edition, taking, Bryce, some of your favourite songs from your Triple J career.
Oh, cool.
From your life, and giving them the show tune spin.
Well, what do you say, Lucy Smith?
I say we hit it. Chookers to me.
For all time's sake.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Oh, in Poland.
I took the walk to Poland, yes. I took the walk to Poland. I took the walk to Poland.
Quite a serious expression.
Said, little bitch, you can't F with me if you wanted to. These expensive. These are red bottoms. These is bloody shoes. Hit the store. I can get them both. I don't want to choose.
No.
And I'm quick. Cut that guy off, so don't get comfortable.
Tell them.
What's popping?
Oh.
Brand new whip just hopped in.
What else?
I got options. I could cast that bitch like Stockton.
Okay.
Just joshin'. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins.
course.
Sports Center top 10.
Oh my God.
Number 2.
And just when you thought it was
of death.
Stay. You got to hit that bit.
just when you thought it was over, Bryce says something I gotta tell you.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted. Still I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. I'll be effed up if I can't be right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'll be effed up if I can't be right here. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I'd change, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay, hey. And just when you thought it was over, Bryce, there is one more thing that I need to say to you before you clock off this final show of your Triple J career. Money, money, baby, baby. Bryce Mills, baby. Said she got blunts. I said, I only smoke papers. Pick it with the tailors. Bunch of house bangers, pimps and players. Young money makers.
Wow.
Come on.
It's Show Tune Smith.
Oh, my God. See,
God
this is
damn
what people
it.
don't realize is, you know, sometimes singing is about expression and talking, and there's something happening over here. And see, the detail, this is something about Lucy Smith, you know, realize is the experts make the hard shit look easy and the easy shit look hard. Another example there. I mean, Lucy Smith broadcasting from 9 to 12, kind of spinning poetry, just casually banjo Pattersoning your ass every morning. And then coming on here and singing like a star. You know, it's the highs, the lows. But Lucy, we've got more to say. This has been a true crazy present. I mean, to stay on songs that did kind of define the time. Let's go back to 2020.
Absolutely.
You know how it was.
Ask a very important question.
Streets, remember? Hello, what's poppin'? Back from 2020, it was the song that I remember, the discussions, you know, Ebony, Dave Woodhead and I, we would talk about this song and go, damn, we should try and play it. I think I was doing Weekend Arvos, Dave, you started to fill in around the place. In fact, no.
No, that would have been.
2020 was your first lunch year.
Yeah. That would have been.
2019 was the fill-ins.
Yeah, we were in the thick of it.
Yeah, it was just us in this building in 2020. It was very, very strange. In 2021, but whatever the reason was, this song kind of took us. And then, of course, a beautiful relationship blossoming with Jack Harlow. One of the very strange behind-the-scenes things that happened with Jack was we got invited to a DJ appreciation night, which just sounded kind of funny. And it was on Zoom, and Jack was there, you know, and it was all these American DJs, like radio presenters. And I guess that's when I started to realize how out of place we were, because he was actually, it was a preview of Nail Tech. And he was playing that, and all the people, the other radio DJs start writing like, like petrol Bowser emoji and like gas emoji and flame and battery charge. And then people in the comments, hey, love to everyone in here, man. Follow me at like Bryce Mills, love to everyone in here, man. This shit's a revolution. Jack, yeah, man. I'm seeing what you're doing. And we're just sitting there in the effing Triple J producer studio. That's a language warning for the whole show, by the way.
Yeah, we're not dumping this. We're not dumping anything today.
Hey, get a grip, yeah? And the problem was, that's when I realized maybe the American market probably was never going to be for me as a radio presenter. Because I just don't know if I can be like, damn, Lucy Smith, run that shit back. You're turning shit up right now. That's just, the Spotify DJ has that crown.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, yo, it's Spotify.
Yo, run that shit back, Jack Harlow.
Didn't he say that he loved you? Or maybe what did he say? That you two are really attractive?
He said we've got a lot of very charming.
Charming, that's
both
right.
very charming.
You two are very charming. He said that about you and Ebony. And it's true.
And you know what? If I think back to it, probably 80% of that was probably directed towards Ebony.
That's true.
But, hey, Jack.
Take it.
He did ask, hey, where's Bryce? One day.
There you go.
In an interview. So that's
Oh my
that's
God.
a fact. Anyway, look, let's get into this. It's Willow. Dave and Bryce. Getting the hell out of here real soon.
Pacific Avenue with Lucy. Fun fact about that track: Pacific Avenue wrote that song after hearing Lucy's show tune Smith.
Yeah, it was the original one, I believe, in 2022 or 1, where it was a cover of Rich Flex.
That's right. And Pacific Avenue, I remember they told the story on some program. They all sat around the radio and they, like in cartoons when the cartoons, like their eyes pop out of in love heart forms and they levitate off the ground.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yes, and that is a fact. Pacific Avenue, thank you for letting us tell that story. And thank you so much for your text as well. It is my last show ever today. Natalie, also wrapping up today, 7 years working at the supermarket, getting the hell out of here. Just to say thanks, Natalie has been someone that has texted pretty much every day on not only lunch, breakfast, comments on my YouTube channel, on the podcast back in the day, has drawn fan art for the podcast, has drawn fan art for Bryce and Conchetta, came to the live shows, and there's so many listeners like that who we'll get to, Ryan, Zachary, God, in the mornings especially, there's Zach, I said that, Reese, we'll get to it. But no, it's not unnoticed. If you want to be our last ever lunchtime legend for the year, my last ever caller, maybe of my whole life, here at Triple J, 0439 757 555. Give us a good song after one. I think I can say it's pretty obvious. Don't pick slow shit. Don't pick moody shit, sad shit. We don't want it today. We can have it tomorrow, not today.
Absolutely. Bryce Mills' last show. Soundtrack it. It's your only chance.
And don't be scared. It's all right. We'll be nice. Make sure you text.
Nicotine. Stop calling here on Triple J. Bit of mixed messaging because we want you to keep texting for Lunchtime Legend. We appreciate them.
Definitely, yeah. 0439 757 555. Text in your name. Text in what song for the last time ever on lunch this year with me. Getting the hell out of here, man. I'm taking to the vet. They're putting me down and we need a song. After one, we need something, with a bit of step to it. And we also need you to understand just quickly, we had a big dilemma yesterday. If you get a private number trying to call you, it's us.
Yeah, it's and I know it's harsh. I know even Dr. Carl was telling me that there's this new scam on like WhatsApp. Like when a WhatsApp, you get a call from a WhatsApp number, it can put like a thing in your phone. I don't know the full story.
No, he was saying that. I was trying to buy something on Facebook Marketplace for $10 and I was like, this person lived ages away. I needed it for a video. I was like, do you mind shipping it? I can pay. And she's like, too many scams at the moment.
Yeah.
$10? I guess the scams have gotten that deep that even a tenner is like, gimme.
For real, man. Scammers about that bad.
Cost of living scamming. So 0439 757 555. No scams, no tricks. All we need is your name and a good song. Please, man, please.
Right here. Two guys that remind me a lot of us, Bryce.
The Dave and Bryce of the UK.
Dave and Central C.
I guess I'm Central C. I was going to ask
absolutely.
who too. Kind of makes sense.
It's UK rap. Triple J.
All right.
Dave and Bryce on Triple J Lunch.
It is the final show ever. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm leaving Triple J after this. We got till 3:30, but right now it's business time. The last lunchtime legend for the lunch show for this year, Dave. Stakes are high.
That's right. 0439 757 555. This is it.
This is it.
What are you feeling?
One song to not only cap off the year, to cap off my career?
Yeah.
Question mark. I don't want you to sit there with a good song and think, well, mine sucks. Why don't you find out?
Yeah.
0439 757 555. I promise you it's better than you think. And I've got more of an open mind than you think regarding music too. So why don't you surprise me?
And, I know we say this all the time, of like, there are no rules you can throw out. This time,
I mean, I've already said the F word today.
Yeah, exactly.
Uncensored. Do we dump it? No, because that's life. This is meant to be transparent radio. Isn't Triple J meant to be conversational?
come on.
What do Australians love to do? Swear.
Come on.
So it may happen more than once where you've been warned. Actually, now that we've said that, I guess we do get in trouble when it happens because it's premeditated.
Oh, yeah.
Well-
it's like manslaughter. And
Yeah, shit. Upgraded.
damn.
It's telephone on Triple J, Dave and Bryce. It is Friday and we are looking for a lunchtime legend.
Yes, and we found one. In fact, we found one who I wasn't really part of the process. This is all from our producer, Josh.
Been happening in the producer booth. Mystery Caller is the name on our screen.
Yeah,
I'm not nervous for some reason. I feel like this could go really wrong, but I trust the process.
Yeah, mystery caller, are you there?
Hello, Dave. Hello.
Oh, shit.
Jets! What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm good, boys. I'm good. How are you?
Man.
We're really good, man. This is a special day. Thanks for joining us. Is it your last day at work for the year, Jet? Are you going to be slaving over summer?
No, it's our Christmas party today, so just heading down now. Got to get on the beers.
Yeah. Sound excited, Jet?
We wouldn't
Hell yeah.
expect anything else from you, Jet.
No, I would assume you wouldn't.
No, you certainly got that correct, Jet. Well, this is interesting for those that don't know, Jet. You were our lunchtime legend caller a few months ago, and you wanted, it was a hot day, and you wanted Monsters and Men Little Talks to go swimming to, which is one of the all-time swimming soundtracks. Swim Good, Frank Ocean,
classic.
Monsters and Men, and Jet, you now call us. I think this is maybe our third time speaking to you, Jet, so I'm really curious what you've got up your sleeve. What are you thinking for a song?
I've chosen Declan McKenna's Brazil.
Declan McKenna.
McKenna.
You've got some rogue choices, Jet. I'm curious, do you swim to this one, or is this like a running soundtrack?
No, it's a backup swim song, actually. If I've heard too much of the Monsters and Men, we switch it off a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
And what kind of swimming, like, are you just chilling in the pool, Jet, or do you doggy paddle? Do you splash people? Do you wear floaties? Freestyle. Shit, man, you're proud of it too. I like that, Jet. That is probably it kind of gets slept on because it's so easy, right? Like, I think a lot of people think it's not that hard because everyone can do it that learns to swim. But Jet, what would you say to them?
No, it's all about the technique, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is the perfect answer, Jet. Well,
before we press play on this bad boy,
yeah.
Jet, I mean, you will probably go down in history as Bryce Mills' final caller, and I don't think it could go to anyone else. Do you have any messages or last words for our boy here?
Well, Bryce, I think we're all going to miss you, and it's been an honour to be on with you guys and be the last caller, so thank you guys so much.
Well, thank you, Jet, and
Damn, that was actually pretty good.
And man's concise too,
Yeah,
Jet.
yeah.
You could broadcast one day, bro. That was nice. Look, Jet, there's a lot more to say today. Oh, your ears
I
picked
would
up
love
there,
to
Jet.
one day.
I thought you would say that, Jet.
Oh, now that you mention
You
it.
know what? I was I'm not
Guys,
doing
get
that
me
much.
on. Get me on Triple J, boys.
You're on Triple
You're
J,
on.
Jet.
Jet, all right. This is,
yeah.
pitch a segment
come
right
on.
now, Jet.
Yeah,
pitch a lunch segment right now.
Guys, I'd love to be on Triple J one day, hosting, maybe with Dave. Who knows?
No, but what about a segment? Like Lunchtime Legends, an example of a segment, Jet. Let's say you've got the job. What are you going to do?
So I would have a segment called, it would be the weekly update with Jethro.
And what would you do in it?
And we come on once a week or whatever, and I just give you an update and let everyone know what's going on in the life of swimming and in the life of in me, and just give the people what they want, really.
You could even sort of like zero in on that, Jet. And what if we made it even simpler? It's just Jet swimming songs, and it's a soundtrack over summer.
Yeah.
Once a week, you sort of like, hey, I don't want to do the work for you, Jet, but that's where mine's going.
Oh,
I don't know.
It'll be the swimming soundtrack. Give everyone a bit of a taste on what's good to swim to.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of stuff here, We're cooking.
It's a shame I've got to leave. I feel like we're cooking something here.
Yeah, we're cooking with gas, brother. Look, Jet,
Get me on.
I'll think about it over the summer break. Right.
Info at abc.net.au.
I'll forward you in my email, mate. Thank you, Jet.
Yes. Thanks, guys.
Damn.
It's going to be strange days when my buddy Bryce Mills is no longer working here.
It's going to be strange, man, waking up and going, oh, don't go to the office today.
Yeah.
Don't talk to the family today.
Damn.
Look, we have, 2 hours left until the Stranger Days arrive, and big thank you to Jet, our lunchtime legend with the Declan McKenna song. Lizzie, absolute backstroke banger, which is nice. Hey, this like a version, this happened start of the year, so when I was on breakfast, and it comes with, the behind the scenes of this was actually very stressful, but it taught me a lot upon reflection.
Yeah.
You won't be surprised to know it is from Ray, because this is a very good like a version. But have a listen to this. I'll tell you the dark side of this like a version.
No, tell us now, I reckon.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, all right. Let me get into this. All right. So this was like, I reckon this was probably at the peak of when I was like going through some real dark shit. Like probably sleeping like 2 to 5 hours a night at this point in the year. And first thing was I'd forgotten that we had the like a version with Ray. I thought it would just be like, it's like your Australian artist friends. You can kind of just show up and whatever. So I wear what looks like pajamas. And then I instantly see Ray and go,
yeah.
Okay. Because you get a crush immediately when you meet Ray. It's kind of inevitable.
Yeah. And she always looks elegant and dressed in nice. Like straight from a Pride and Prejudice novel.
Sure, haven't read it. But you know what? I agree with you. And, the thing about this, that wasn't even the start of it all, right? I just needed this day to go well. Like it was, like I said, it was going through it. But the problem was, God damn it, man. I haven't said this story out loud, but after it, so Ray covers Nina Simone, who you will know is a very famous artist.
100%.
What I said after will keep me up for the rest of my life. I'll tell you after this.
Tell us now.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you got some shit planned? Is that why I have to tell you now?
That's why you need to tell us now.
Damn, I was going to hit you with some radio craft. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
We're doing a long break here.
It's just a long break.
All right. No. This is the last day of the year. Figure it out if you don't realize that. Look, what happened was I said to Ray afterwards, because I was on autopilot a little bit, and we'd had Roy Lotus, Murder on the Dance Floor, Sophie Ellis Bextor shouts him out. G-Flip, Taylor Swift acknowledges it.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm trying to say to Ray, do you ever get shouted out by artists? But instead I go, G-Flip and Roy Lotus, maybe Nina Simone, and Ray kind of goes, I wish, but she's not really here anymore. So, and I'm thinking, this was the worst thing you could have said.
You look like shit.
I look like a shit. I'm wearing pajamas. I'm disheveled. I've just said to Ray, that song that I just gassed you up about, who's it by again?
Is Nina going to share it on her story?
Nina's going to shout you out on Twitter? And so anyway, my brain is going crazy. And then I just sort of try to change the topic, and we keep talking, and then I mentioned that I'm playing netball that night, and Ray's like, oh, netball? Oh my God, what time? And I'm thinking, but I just really pissed you off, right? Well, it's at 7:30. She's like, oh, damn, I'm going to be on a flight, but I love netball so much. And we start talking about netball. The point is, right, I feel like at the moment there is so much noise about don't say the wrong thing. You're going to offend. Everyone's ready to scream at you. Everyone's ready to get you in trouble. It's just not true. I've interviewed hundreds of people in this job, and no one has ever got me in trouble for saying the wrong thing, if that makes sense. Ray didn't care because I wasn't trying to be an arsehole.
Yeah.
If you're not trying to be an arsehole, it's fine. Steve Lacy comes in the country, right? He's just been throwing people's phones on stage. I'm thinking this guy's going to be so pissed off. Really nice guy. Yeah. Because I wasn't throwing a phone at him. Yeah, I was just being nice. So just try not to buy into all this shit at the moment. Everywhere, especially guys, man. We're seeing, you watch an MMA video and then the next one that comes up is like, hey, here's what you should never say around woke people. Yeah. It's just not real.
What to do when everyone in your life is trying to disrespect you.
How to ghost everyone and disappear. It's the only way to live. Trust me, man. Just if you actually just talk to people and just try to not be a dick, there's nothing to lose.
100%.
Truly. So have a listen to this. It's a beautiful version. Ray covering Nina Simone, who's unfortunately no longer with us, which I now know. I already knew it, but you know what I mean.
D-Boy. Let's get some T-Boy. It's gossip time all across Hollywood and all around the world. This is your red carpet scoop with the D-Man himself.
What's up, pingers? It's D-Boy here with some piping hot tea, boy. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but I'm kind of getting all up in my feels with news that my brekkie boy Bryce is wrapping things up after so long. if someone could get in the ring and beat the shit out of me, that would be great, because I can't even with this news. Now, I've been doing my little investigations and I've dug up an old flame of yours, Brycey boy, and she's got a little special message for you.
Hi, Bryce. This is Gisela Kaplan, a blast from the past, so to speak, the odd professor in animal behaviour at the University of New England, who had just published the second edition of the book on Australian magpies in 2019. That's when we met over the airwaves. I heard you were finishing up your time at Triple J after 7 years, and I must say I feel honoured to have been part of that journey when I joined you for Dr. Carl's Science Hour in 2019. Very best of luck for the future, and congratulations.
Oh, isn't that so sweet? And hey, there's one more person who wants to say hello.
Bryce Mills? Could have missed your last show, mate. Turn around.
Turn around, Bryce. Hello. Hi,
I
guys.
got some champagne and I want to hear some good music, guys.
I wondered why
Maybe
this
not the
blind
vinyl.
was closed the entire time.
It's your little old Brekkie crew back together.
Oh my God, guys.
Missing Ash McGregor.
We're speaking through a glass window. And this is also live. What started as you see, I had a effing feeling, Uncensored, because the hack promo not only started with a much higher register from Dave, like no journalistic integrity whatsoever. Good afternoon. I was like, man, what's going on? And then it was live. That was seamless. And Gisela Kaplan, man, how the hell did you get in touch
Well,
with
I know
her?
you guys dated for a while and it was cute, so I just thought she might have something nice to say.
It was a hot and heavy time. I have moved on.
Certainly was.
And wow, that story, God, it's too probably long to tell today. The Dr. Carl Bird story.
It's far too long. It's far too long.
Look, my first ever Dr. Carl shift. Look, a baptism of fire.
We'll tell it anyway.
Yeah.
It's totally Bryce Mills. Oh, it's too long. Oh, you know what? I'll tell the whole
Well,
thing.
we've only been talking for
Extended
4 minutes.
version.
I think we have 10 more. Guys, holy shit. Well, what are we going to do? We got like an hour and 2 hours left.
Look, I reckon let's get you guys out of that studio. Let's get you in here. We'll chuck on this one from the Ryans.
Love you, Brycey.
Love you guys, man.
Oh, that was, sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Alice Ivy, a feature album this week. That is Do What Makes You Happy on Triple J. We are in the building, Dave and Bryce, but Dave Marchese, Ebony Wadu are in the building. Of course, the 2021 year reassembled. Guys, we have to, we kind of have news and all that coming up, which you'll remember is especially important.
Oh, yeah, I love news.
Are you going to be doing the news again, Dave, like old time's sake?
Look, you just listen up, I guess. That's a little tease for the news.
Gosh, it feels like we're back for real, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does.
And tell you what, I will say in that era there was one song that instrumental. Sorry, we used a lot of the beds in those early breakfast years were just songs that we ripped off. Like the On Blast was Drake's song that we ripped off. Drip Check was Offset's song that we ripped off. There was a few others.
Talking about this one.
Yes.
What?
Iconic.
My memory is not very good. So what was the cloud? I remember.
Fair enough.
Oh, probably the same reason yours is a bit stuck too, mate.
You had me to that.
Not bad enough that I don't remember this, actually. This was iconic.
What was what was it about? What was the segment around? Because I remember you guys hitting the cloud instrumental.
Yes.
What was the segment?
So you stopped listening after the cloud.
Bro, look, I read it in the rundowns when I got into work.
No doubt. Well, what you'll remember from, or everyone else will maybe remember that we would kind of spring this instrumental and you've got to start telling us what you're wearing. So Amine, I remember, with no warning, he was just happy to do it. Jack Harlow did not have the BB Simon belt on. The only way we found that out was by assaulting him with a drip check with no warning.
Absolutely.
Man.
And I look, for those that were wanting to know the actual song, we'll play it here. It comes with a fairly large language warning.
Oh, damn. This is
Fairly
iconic because they've broken up now. Wow.
It's a relic now.
This is really meaningful. Bryce is leaving things, you know.
Like, it was only just yesterday that Offset, after one of their numerous breakups, came on stage during Cardi B's concert with flowers and said, "I love you, bruh," and asked her to take him back.
Can see why that one didn't work out. can't we?
Mid-performance, yeah.
What did she say?
I think she just said, "Get off!" Like, not now, dude, not now. But and also
enough.
calling her, bruh. Like, damn, bro, I cheated on you, but damn, man, like,
Damn, bro, I'll miss you for real.
bro, we had some real shit back then. Damn.
God damn.
Anyway, it's called Clout. Be careful out
Hey, he's
there.
got some bad words, Emily. For all time's sake, you want to check on her?
A language warning?
With a question mark.
I'm not sure where we were going with that.
Ev ain't easier here on Triple J. Dave and Bryce, Dave Marchese, Ebony Boisdu, or been back in the studio for 5 minutes. She's already on her phone.
Hey, man,
That is
business.
Excuse me? I've got a job that I'm supposed to be at. Thank you very much.
Do they know
I'm
you're
checking
here?
my emails, actually.
Look,
How dare you do that? How dare you?
I'm sorry, Ebony. It was funny though. As soon as we start playing music, Ebony was like, "Oh gosh, I hope no one heard that." Because I'm like, Bryce and Ebony are back on the radio after 5 years. People are hearing it.
Hey, man, yeah, if you are just joining us, my last show ever before I get taken to the vet to be put down. And this song...
That's sad.
Hey, well... it's like heaven and shit. So
Fair enough.
but
fair enough.
with this song, it's actually one of the only times at Triple J that I had like a moment from the movies where I remember I was not qualified to be doing this, but I remember.
No.
Careful. Say it.
Ease up, mate.
So I remember this song got sent to us in an email, and this guy had just put out one song. Before that, he was like, honest high favorite. And it's like now he's actually doing real shit overseas. Then we hear this song on an email, and I don't know who I said it to. I might have just said it to myself. I said, shit, this is a hit.
No, because you can't make the claim to fame that you put this guy on and then say, I don't know who I said it to. It might have been myself.
I've just been in a message.
It didn't come out for a very long time. That's all I'll say. So whoever did it, good job.
Dave and Bryce on Triple J Lunch.
Yes, sir. Friday afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for your texts as well. It is the nostalgia hour at the moment. Ebony Boisdu, Dave Marchese back in the building, and we were just, you know what? This is how loose today's show is. We weren't really planning what we're going to do up next, but Ebony, you kind of remembered and insisted, and that's actually a very good idea.
Well, I'm going to be honest, as always. Dave would
definitely.
That's what I do.
Please
And also-
don't mince your words here.
I absolutely won't.
It's both a good thing and a flaw. That's
I wouldn't say it's a flaw. I would say it's quite refreshing, honestly. What I will say is that, look, had I had the notice, I would have come... No, and I'm not going to be thrown under the bus for this. Had I had the proper notice, I would have come through with a brand new mix. That's what I do. I can put together something good.
Yes.
I didn't have time. Dave, let's be real, babe.
Okay.
You hit me yesterday and you said, yeah, actually, do you want to put a mix together on for the Friday mix? And I said, mate, I've got a job now. I don't have just a couple of hours to do that anymore, unfortunately. But, I thought, do you know who might have a couple of hours to scramble through the archives of the Triple J sounds and pull together a mix? The headliner,
Oh,
yes.
Come on.
The headliner is Dave Marchese, and people might not know that as a
Well,
DJ.
no, it's the headliner.
But remember, do you remember like this was a short-lived time in your life, dude. Like
It
you
was.
only did a couple of bespoke mixes, and they're lost to
Yeah.
time until now.
Yeah, it was kind of like I was in the music industry for a brief second. It was intense. It was wild. It was everything that everyone told me it
So
would
toxic,
be.
you know.
Toxic, hectic. But I had a good time, and I feel like I made my mark. I don't know.
Absolutely.
We're gonna hear
I
it up
paved the
next.
way for other DJs, like Mornington Shepherd, like all that kind of stuff.
Well, that's right. I mean, where would Abby and Tyrone's USB Fridays have ever come from if it wasn't for the headliner's original nuts?
Wow.
So
all copied.
Absolutely.
Yeah, plagiarism.
You're welcome. You are welcome, guys.
Abby's
Yes.
glaring at me
The blueprint
right now.
right over there. There he is.
let's do that very soon. The headliner will be back on the decks.
It's Bryce's last show. Make sure you're texting in some love as well. My God.
What's that number?
Don't do that.
Why lie? It's true. On Triple J, Dave and Bryce. It is the last friggin' lunch show of the year, my last show ever, and we've got Ebony and Dave back from the 2021 OG time. The lockdowns were heavy, but the mixes, particularly to start the show, that the whole generation of our show started with, I believe, we went like Ebony did a mix, maybe. Were you after? I can't even remember the order of this.
Yeah, it was kind of like
I can't
Ebony
remember.
started off doing a few
Yeah, you did one.
mixes,
I
then
think so,
Bryce
yeah.
did one, then you guys were like, actually can't be bothered doing this anymore. So then I was like, you know what? I want to give it a go.
You'd been asking though. As well.
Yeah, I'd been kind of really desperate to do one. And
'Cause,
so I thought, let's do it. And let's actually change it up a bit. Not do the same old tired stuff that Ebony's been doing for years. Let's really bring something new. I want to put a little bit of my culture in there. I want to really
The same old tired stuff. Well, I hope we don't hear any of that in this 3-year-old mix we're about to put on.
With some nice fresh tunes here, and Dave
I hope the
Marchese.
new Charlie XCX is in this.
It's a brat summer after all, Dave. Don't tell me you've got Vroom Vroom or some shit in here.
Oh, it's all good.
Well, look, the headliner's debut mix, if you missed it, I mean, you're in the perfect place. It is going down right here. No old tired shit is the promise. Let's see how we go. My God, that was loud.
Oh, God, yeah.
Dave Marchese, the headliner on Triple J in the mix. That was from 3 years ago, and we all, in real time, realised we didn't edit out the bits in the middle where the headlines that you had to do back then don't exist anymore.
Yeah, I was like, did I put breaking news in the middle of this? Is it we've got COVID lockdowns coming, we got this, we got that?
My heart stopped for a second there, thinking, and happy lockdown, everyone, or something. But
I know.
Can you believe it? At that time, seriously, it was 2021, so the lockdowns were not all in unison.
Yeah.
So that was what made it.
It was crazy, but you know what we had? You had Bryce, Ebony, there was me, and there was also the most integral part of the team was our producer Ash.
The engine.
Ash McGregor, who's with us now.
I've made it into the building.
And dude,
Ash is here, finally.
You know, Ash, you were sort of listening to the radio, and then all of a sudden, Bryce and Ebony are on. I didn't know Ebony was coming.
I'm sitting at home and I had the surprise as well. I was like, oh, we got a prank, and I was like, oh, this will be funny. and then I felt pranked too. I was like, there's a reunion and I'm not there.
She was in the studio behind us.
Yeah,
and the curtain was down the whole time.
That was my bad. I should.
That's all right, Dave.
I thought you'd be in the office.
But
Fair enough.
now the
Ebony,
gang
stop.
is back together completely.
Truly,
Bryce,
where it all
Ebony,
started.
yeah.
You know? Man, we are gonna keep doing the memory lane stuff as we go through today. Thank you so much as well for all these texts for the headliner, aka Dave Marchese. Just like Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 1, where they're bringing back the OG for good. I hope it's the case on this here. Well, no, it's a farewell, so we'll be over soon. But
But also, remember, stay tuned. The Shake Up's coming up later on Hack. I'm going to be celebrating 2024
yeah,
with
yeah,
Christian
sneak it
Wilkins
in.
and comedian Anthony Lacascio.
that's right, and don't forget, Conchetta's here too.
Lucy Smith can come in as well.
God, it's a whole party.
There we go.
here.
Lucy
Everyone's
Smith.
in here. Conchetta, Abby Butler, Lucy
Man.
Smith.
It's a real nostalgia time here. Well, let's take some moments to catch our breath here, and if there's anything that you can take away from all this shit is sometimes you got to take a chance. And I remember listening to this song called "Take a Chance" when I was on the bus to do admin at the ABC. I was doing staples and shit, but I took a chance, and hey, maybe you can too.
Ocean Grove, Raindrop here on Triple J. It is Dave and Bryce, and I mean a whole bunch of guests in the studio. Ebony Boadu, Lucy Smith, Ash McGregor, Abby Butler, Conchetta Caristo, Dave Marchese. Go make some noise.
We're here.
All right, we're here. We're doing
And we're
it.
kind of taking over a little bit in terms of the playlisting and whatnot, I suppose, trying to throw in a few songs with a bit of relevance. And,
Yeah, because Ebony Boadu refused to do a Friday mix for your last show, Bryce.
well, that's not
Is
true.
that real?
I think that's. Well, let's just move on. It's already happened.
Look, the admin is being debated behind the
Must
scenes.
be that forgetful memory of yours.
But you know what also is something to take away from this. There's lessons every day, and one of those lessons, probably actually most I probably learnt this most from Ebony is you don't have to do shit that you don't want to, aka like when the photographer tells you to jump, for example. And
Never do that.
yeah, I was like, okay, well, I'm a new guy. I'll jump, and
Give
my
us a
hair's going
point.
everywhere.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing that.
What about when the
I don't want to.
photographer goes, all right, pretend that you're telling someone they've lost everything in a fire. He said that to us, and it's like they wanted a serious option.
I said,
it's like,
I'm not doing that.
no, I don't think I will be, actually. And I
don't
learned
want
that after.
I love that. I think that's a really good life skill. If you don't want to do something, back that. You don't have to do something you don't want to do.
Well, you don't have to put your name to something that isn't like a polished, because of course you could have done in the car here, but like that's not what you want to do.
Mix, exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Okay.
It's a lesson for all of us.
and that's fine. But look, I'm glad we got a life lesson out of it. But the problem is we got 20 minutes to fill. So
Don't worry, I have a long song. I can throw a long song on. This one actually, it's I don't think they've ever played this live, Death Grips, and it's not when you hear we're going to play Death Grips, you think, oh my god, they're going to prank everyone. You probably won't even notice. It's just kind of a heavier one. But I used to rant this. I think I actually put it in my hottest 100 of the decade or some shit. The problem with that was they they hit me up like the day before. We're actually putting weekend presenters on this. Can you give us the list in 2 seconds? It is on the list though, and I stand by that.
Wow.
Some of them on that list behind the scenes, I just had to put there because I ran out of time. But this one was real. Death Grips, Triple J, Dave and Bryce. Quickly, it's almost 3 o'clock here on Triple J. Dave and Bryce, last shift ever. We're here till 3:30, all day there. Death Grips before that. I don't think we've played that on Triple J.
No.
May never happen again.
No, and got a text saying on GP, on Triple J, damn, shit's never going to be the same without Bryce Mills. And I agree.
Damn.
Bryce, look, we got the next half hour, you got your song locked and loaded, the last song you want to play out.
No doubt.
But I was just, before the show, I was listening to Spotify. I hate to admit it, but I was.
Shit, man. Competitor moment.
And a song came on, fed to me by their algorithm, and I thought...
Which we love.
Yeah, which is awesome.
But
you're trying to get the job.
And we love how they
trying to sort out 2025.
They use their data in such amazing ways. So big shout out. No,
look.
I'm not scared to give any information over. It's such a fun time.
No, but I heard this song and I thought, damn, if this isn't Bryce
someone
Mills,
just snapped their ankle in the middle of the... We've got glow sticks. I think someone just cracked a fresh one.
What a great time to crack a glow stick. 10 to 3 in the afternoon.
If you put your hands around it and put your eye up to it.
Say that again, Ashley Kruger.
It was me. I'm sorry.
Once
again, it's all
nature's fidget toys. The glow stick.
Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to dedicate a song to my friend Bryce Mills, and you're there cracking glow sticks.
I'm so sorry.
You know what?
Enough
of the emotion.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, you like that, Ebony? All right, let's go. Language warning. Triple J.
Dave and Bryce on Triple J Lunch.
Oh, shit. Bryce Mills.
Holy hell.
Last half hour being a Triple J employee. How are you feeling?
God, yeah. It's, you know what? It's been I was saying just before to Chet, and Tim Shepard's just pulled up too, and we were saying it's probably good.
Tim Shepard right now is holding Conchetta like a child.
It's
consoling her.
Last day of the year vibes. Everyone's tired, but it is. I'm glad I did a little bit of the farewelling already, but I will say it is also like feels like a bit of a breakup. Like one of those breakups where you're not mad at each other, but you know that it's time to see other people.
That's right.
Which is kind of crazy, but we all know that you survive those kind of things. You get very sad maybe at the time, but we got half an hour left. Let's get into it. Well, we'll start with this song. This one, it's sort of more about the name. This is not a song that I used to listen to about an ex, like Lorde would have done, but I do remember I was rinsing this shit, and I was paneling for Nova at the time, and I got the reception job at Triple J, and I had to not tell Nova that was true, because I knew that after the Triple J fill-in on reception, I couldn't tell Nova that I was doing that, because they would go, that's a competitor. I lied and said I was shooting a documentary, and so I would come in here and do the reception, because I was only working casually at Nova, so you could say, you could say, I'm not available this week, and then I would just keep being like, because they kept extending it. Oh man, we have to go and reshoot something. Someone was wearing a watch or something. It's really bad for the camera. Then Ben and Liam, I was in the background of one of their stories, and someone at Nova was like, hey man, is this my friend? Was like, is this you? Yeah, just shut up. So I never got caught, and thanks Lord for soundtracking that part of my life.
Nick Wood. Here on Triple J, Dave and Bryce with you. You can hear a couple of... It's just like giggles from a schoolgirl.
Yeah, it feels like one of those...
Conchetta.
Dave
Marchese. No doubt. Yeah, everyone, the whole gang's in here, man. We've got 15 minutes till Abby and Tyrone get the hell in here and send this year off. Of course, the shake up a little later as well.
When are we going to do speeches and things?
Well, we can do them now.
I guess now.
No, and that's the thing. And I'm going to just pull the curtain back. People have been looking at me like, what's going on next, Dave? And I'm like, mate, nothing. The mics are on. If anyone would like to jump on and say anything to Bryce.
It's no pressure either. We're truly just running this.
Yeah, there's no run sheet here.
Incognito mode.
This isn't breakfast. It ain't drive.
Because I got my song a little later. I mean, we've done. It's also crazy. You know what's hard too is because this has been there's different chapters, and we've done farewells along the way too.
You've had about 18 farewells.
Yeah, it's getting a little old, isn't it? It's like, all right, are you gone yet? So, and of course, we talked about it lots in the breakfast thing, but we do have the whole gang in here. It's pretty crazy.
Dave Marchese.
Bryce, I am just going to... Let's kick it off. I want to say... a huge farewell and thank you to you. I don't think I've met anyone who's given so much in such a big way. Like, you know, I've told this story 100 times. I remember you from the reception desk at at Triple J right up to presenting Brekkie, and it's been such a privilege to see that huge journey that you made, and you achieved your dream. It was everything that you ever wanted, and you've got so many other dreams that you'll achieve as well. It's been such a pleasure to get to know you. The thing that people don't know about Bryce is that he's actually a sweetie, and he is a gorgeous, sensitive person. He'll hate me for saying that, but he is a beautiful person. He's taught me a lot. Like, for instance, when I started at Hack, I didn't realise how controversial I was being. Like, my first episode of Hack, I was like, should we chuck up a poll and say, do you think I'm a shit radio presenter or not? And the Hack team's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I was like, oh, okay, like Bryce would have done that. Why not? You've taught me a lot about radio, and it's just been, you know, just a beautiful journey getting to know you. And I love you like a brother, and I'm going to miss you from this place. You're the best thing about working at Triple J. I've said that to 100 people who've left recently, but you truly are.
It's the going away line.
It sure is. You've got to have one that you rotate in and out, right?
Put that in the little fern, like, you know, the ferns on either side in comedy posters.
Yeah, totally.
The best part about Triple J, in ferns.
All right, let's not make it. Doesn't always have to be a punchline, Bryce. I love you.
Also, don't have to monetize everything, homie. It's like, you're not freelance yet, chill. No, dude, I mean, we have so much shit to chop up here, man. I mean, we've talked about, you know, the Dave Marchese effect on everything, and what everyone here has taught me too. Like, it is a funny time to be stepping away. It's a little bit like a school graduation, I think, is like the closest feeling, or like something like that, where you've got, you know, all these mates who, it's like you get to see each other every day, but you still have to go to school. No, you know what I mean? So, like, eventually you graduate school and, you know, you figure out what you do and you just hit your mates outside of this place. And it is crazy. I think that's been the hardest thing to articulate about Triple J. It's what I tried to do kind of with the photos and stuff, because I think, you know, you see the on-air stuff, but we've always said this. It's like behind the scenes is its own beast here. And, like, some of the funniest shit that we've ever done was just truly behind the scenes. Like, even just simple shit like you, Dave, trying to teach Chet how to go ta-ta, like that. And suddenly we're on the floor like screaming and shit, you know, and then you got to interview like Dune Rats after, and then, you know, it's like back to going crazy again. It's been like, it has not felt like work.
The other amazing thing is the different generations. I mean, obviously there was you and Ebony and me and Ash, and then it was, you know, you and Ebony and Tim and Ash, and then you and Chet and Tim and Cody and Ash and everyone. And we're all hanging out now, and I don't think we've ever hung out like this on air before. It's such a fun time, and we all share such beautiful memories because you make the place such a fun place to work, and you make broadcasting really fun and really exciting. No one does it like you, Bryce.
I appreciate that, man.
That's so real.
Can I speak after?
Yeah.
Hey, we've got no news, got no timeouts, right? I don't think Abby and Tyrone are going to go, can we have that extra half an hour back, please? It's all right. What's
chuck this one on. Future March Madness. March Madness here on Triple J. It's Dave and Bryce Mills final show for this legendary station.
Yes, sir. Big compliment.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got the whole gang in here.
So I guess, Dave, you're the current flame, but two of Bryce's exes sit right next to him. We've got Ebony Badu and Conchetta Caristo. And obviously, Bryce, we've done our breakfast farewell, but I don't have a plan. I feel like I'm going to vomit from feelings, but you've taught... Breakfast is crazy. Like, only us psychos know what it's like. And you taught me everything I know, and I've been doing it 6 months without you. And I've missed you. I've missed you so much. And I missed making you laugh, and I missed how calm and crazy you are at the exact same time. And like Dave would always say, like, you're always being cool and stuff and act like you don't care, but you care heaps. And some of my favorite parts were like the pep talks you would give in between songs, and you would help me have a backbone when we get the most stupid ass texts in the world.
Sometimes I call them.
Yeah, and, you would call them. I've gotten
It's amazing. It's amazing how quickly they fold when you go, "Hey, mate, I'm just reading this. Just checking it's you." Shut up, you stupid assholes! Just checking. God, that wasn't you, was it? Oh God, what have we done? It's only 7 a.m. And they go, "Oh, sorry."
I've got so many of those videos on my phone. I would sum you up as you are so brave and fearless, and you're like you've taught me everything, and I'll miss you, and we're all gonna miss you, and like. You're incredible at what you do.
Hey man, I just showed you where to find the keys, you know? You had the car already. I'll show you where the keys are.
Ebony.
Gosh, I brought Bryce a bottle of Prosecco, and I think I've been the only one drinking it, so let's see how this goes. Room full of 20 people, no pressure.
So
Bryce.
on air in like 2 years?
Yeah, and think about the thousands and thousands
gosh.
listening across the country as well.
Let alone, you know?
No, listen, I came in and the first thing everyone said is, "Did you miss radio, Ebony?" And I'm going to be real, bro. Waking up at 4 a.m. sucked. That was not an easy thing to do. Dealing with the callers that you just mentioned, that sucked too. But what I will say is when I left, I remember thinking to myself, there's something that everyone keeps saying about my laugh being really annoying. And like, gosh, maybe it was quite annoying. But looking back, seriously, it was like, tone it down, babe. Looking back at all the videos that we did, Bryce, and that like people have been tagging us both in, and you in, and just watching how seriously you took this job, bro. That shit was really funny and it was really clever, and I'm so proud of us. And like at the time it was hard work, man. Like it was really hard, but there were moments and pockets where we genuinely were laughing that hard. Like I was watching them back, and that screaming annoying laugh that I used to do on air, I was doing it again because genuinely it was just working with some of the sickest people in the world. And I don't miss radio, but I miss you, and I miss Dave, and I miss, you know, Ash and the whole team, and Tim. And it was such a beautiful privilege to be able to experience the job with you. And honestly, bro, I didn't love radio in the same way as you, but because of you, you're laughing because it's real. The reason that show wouldn't have happened without you, man. Like I wouldn't have been able to. I love you, Dave Woodhead, but if they had said, "Do you want to do it with Dave, or do you want to do it with Ash, or do you want to do it?" It wouldn't have worked. Wait.
No, I agree. Why did you put me on?
Because there's no one else in the building that loves the craft and that is so passionate and that works as hard as Bryce. And that was the only person that I would have been able to do it with. So thank you, because honestly, oh my God, the house swap. There are so many things, right? There are so many things that I would have happily passed on, but you were like, nah, man.
It'll look good. It'll look good.
And you're the reason the show was so special, and it was sick to be a part of something that was so special. And like just echoing what Dave said, you're off behind the scenes, you're so loyal and you're such a good friend, man. And like Conchetta said, you're someone who always has people's back, and like in the same way that you had this goal to get on Triple J and kill it, bro, whatever you want to do next, I know that you're going to have that same determination and ambition, and you're going to do it. So I'm just gassed for you. I'm excited.
Thanks, man. And it's good to have everyone back in here. You know, it is crazy, like thinking about, particularly when it was with Ebony, we had nothing else to do. Like it was literally lockdown. So we would get in here at 4 a.m. We would do the show, and then we would go to a wine bar. And like I think it would be like 10 p.m. Yeah,
every Friday.
Like, shit, we've worked like it's like a 15, 16 hour day. Should we go?
That was sick.
And like I kind of it's always been really hard, like I said this before, to explain why that was the case. Like it didn't feel like, should we do something as a group? Like, yeah, we should network or something. Like it never felt like God, we should do a bit of team building. It
was like, oi, let's get some drinks. Yeah,
it was the autopilot, man. And that's just because we all like what you heard on air, it was real. And yeah, bro. And the Dave Woodhead chapter, man. This has been the crazy. They put the two guys who put Notes app posts up this year in a room together.
Honestly, bro, I'm like, listen,
what do you think was going to happen?
A week before we were offered the show, both Bryce and I were off Triple J for mental health reasons, and we linked up outside of work.
We had a secret meeting.
Honestly, I think we were both also going like, yo, F this. Let's get the hell out of here. I'm going to be real. I was about to leave.
Not too real, Dave.
No. Hold on. Look, let me. You know what? Emily, your mic is off. Bro, I was ready to go. And then, and it's funny that they threw this opportunity at us. And it's just funny that you're leaving now, because I feel like you've done everything. And I think the reason why I'm staying is because even though I just told her to shut up before, I'm kind of like the same boat as Ebony, man. Like, So yeah, you've really given me a whole new passion for this. That's why I wanted to stay for 2025.
Fuck, man. I'll tell you what.
And Conchetta, if you didn't start crying before, dude, I would have been fine. Now I'm quivering the lip, all right?
Remember the time when Bryce said he'd never cry?
I know.
That's
Didn't take much.
Now he's bawling his eyes out.
We made a piece of content. The first ever video Ebony and I made was trying to make me cry challenge, which we've certainly like come a long way since there. And I think like on that thing, you know, you were just saying, Dave, like I think it's funny because we started around the same time, but we never got to like collab on air, and it's something, you know, we always sort of talked about. And I remember with Breakfast, like, I don't know if you've got quite the message yet, but it is a little bit tricky for your sleep. And, you know, I used to walk around the office thinking, far out, I don't want to, give off the wrong impression that I'm like a hater or some shit. So I would sometimes like just try to get through it and just do the work and then get out of there. And I always just think, far out, like, Dave doesn't think I'm a dick for like always just kind of being head down. But to be able to sit here with you like one-on-one, and we've riffed on some real crazy stuff. We've riffed on some real deep stuff as well. And I think people don't know, like for you, bro, like this, you've been doing lunch for 5 years, and this room, even though it's not 4 a.m., it's like you're alone in this room, man. Yeah. And you were like, this year you've juggled some very, 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 very serious shit, and you still showed up like every day. You did the work, and like I think you should be proud, bro. I think like your passion for it's always there, man. But you just like, I guess what it taught me is probably like if you just talk to an MF, like you never know what can happen. Like I was in my own head thinking, oh man, Dave's gonna think I'm such a dick, and like we actually just start talking about, oh, we're both like, oh great, and sometimes if that is a message, man, I think like it sounds cliche, but we're also like we've all got different algorithms, we've all got different news feeds. It's very easy to think like, you know, oh, I don't want to. Let's say, for example, like, you know, you put that Notes Out post up, right? Yeah. It's very easy for me to go, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Like, that does look pretty serious, but I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I'm just going to say nothing. And actually, you realize that, like, reasonable people are not going to get you in trouble for, like, if I went up to you, hey, man, I saw your post, Dan, that sucks about losing your dog, man. You're like, oh, no, it was actually about something way different. I'll go, oh, and you just correct me and we move on with the conversation. It's never, like, people, I think, get this idea in their head that you say something wrong and they're going to blow up and they'll chew you up. Truly, I've interviewed tens of friggin' thousands of hours of callers from all walks of life, from musicians, we've got artists, whoever. And it's just like every single one of them, there's always something that you can latch onto and have in common. It's like even music that you don't like, right? Hey, it's like, damn, I didn't like that song, but there's something interesting about the artist. It's always, if you dig a little bit, you will find it.
And brother, you've dug. And
we did a bit of digging.
And we've dogged you for the past, God, how many years, man?
God, the segue, you still got it, bro.
It's been a pleasure. Hey, come on.
Let's get a round of applause. The flame is back.
Come on. One more song, Bryce Mills. What do you want to play?
All right. This one I played at the end of the breakfast show, but I had to skip the first 2 minutes of it. So we're going to hear it in full. It's the last track from Childish Gambino's record.
Oh, wow.
In 2013, this dropped. December 10 it came out, so it's 2024. It came out in 11 years ago, almost to the day. And this was the album that probably soundtracked the journey, or whatever you may call it. I've also sent, like, if you think this is sounding a bit cold or whatever, I have sent, like, very long emails to everyone here, like everyone at Triple J that has made this happen. Can't do it. Like, and people from way back, like in the community radio days, man, like Marnie Lamont, if you're listening, thank you. And thank you to all the mentors that, like, invested the time, and especially like Laura. With me and Ebony, it was COVID. There was no plan. We had no radio experience in breakfast. We had met each other like the year before, but that free reign, like, I look back at all the shit, Chet, Ebony, Dave, like we went hard, and I'm really proud of what we did. And on that note, I'm out of here. Hey, thank you. Oh, you got my mic. There we go. Woodhead freaked out for a second there. Thank you for listening. I will never forget this shit. Dave's having, I think he got something in his eye, potentially. These are fake $50 bills.
They shot a cannon right next to my head.
It says on the label, don't do that, guys. Anyway, we're going to have some fun. I'll talk to you in the next chapter. Thank you so much. Bye. Love you. Love you. Love you.
You don't need a name. Man made of thoughts, I ain't too ashamed.